comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the low kick. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Does a good job of pushing back. Throws him. What's next? Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big fact. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Side switch in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Down to the wire. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Hits them with a vagabond edge. Genius read. Player one will look to apply pressure here. There's a change of stuff, brushes that off and keeps going. And whips! They're wide open! Player a super art? This in Hashogaki is gonna sting! That's not gonna hit! Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Anti-air and closes it out! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. What are they thinking here? Player two has them legit shook in the corner. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense.
Not good enough.
Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Decides to meet them in the air. They both showed their hands up. Nice counter. Dashes forward. Beats off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Burnout activates. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. What'll happen here? Easily escapes that throw attack.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let us round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Throws him down. What's the play here? Player two chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Very solid corner switch. Takes a trip. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to turn. Nice drive impact sends them connecting to Heaven's Wi-Fi. Good sense to let it rip. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Throws them. What's next? From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Looking to impress with this sweeper. Going in. A parry? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball.
This is way too fun!
Breaks the block with a... Ooh! Hits them with a stopping pop. Okay, will this super art do anything? There's a burnout. Cross super art incoming. What are they gonna do? What a finish! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Play it game on. Player 2. Will this super art connect? Okay, creating some space here. Goes for the low risk air to air. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps up, gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Zones with the fireball. Flashes them. Showing some, finds the target. Their spacing is so on point right now. But Hoop, solid anti-air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. The low kick hits. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. What's this Shinku Hado gonna do?
It's all or nothing!
Yo, critical art now? Wait, what? Are they actually dead?
Pa! Sit down and shut up!
Flatlines them.
Well fought! Yeah.
Fight round!
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Hadouken!
Opens with the crowns them from above. This is it. Who's gonna take? What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Knockdown. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right. Player 1 chases them down.
My turn.
In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Takes a trip. So little drive rush to keep it going. Scrapping it out up close. Wins out in the battle of the skies. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Keeping them away. Throws a fireball. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Knockdown and... Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Jumps in. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Quick breather.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Those aren't working here. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Jump in finds the mark. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. What's the play here? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. They need to hold out. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. It goes for the super art? KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Now, can they finish the job? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 2 has the meter lead. Still slugging it out at this range. Both fighters hits him with a stop and bop. Gets the just goes for it at this range. Tries to make something happen with a fireball at that range. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. All right. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout stage. Looking to cook him up, weaving that super art, wraps it up.
Well fought!
Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes for the jump and throws for the super art. Throws out a projectile.
Sure you can!
Fires without warning. Not much life difference. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Breaks those shins. A quick breather. Player 1 has the super cage advantage. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage.
Run! Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
See you on the scene.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Here I
Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving himself a chance to gain the upper hand. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive lead. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. He'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Big counter. Scrapping it out up close.
How's this?
Throws him to negate the block. Going in a super art? The super doesn't hit. Player brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather, experiencing burnout. Player 2, ooh, what a smart blow. Both fighters planning something, sets up with the jump in. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Okay, here we find the target. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. The low kick hits. Closes it out. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Throws them to negate the block. Was well in range to score the throw. Uncomfortable space. Can they clip each other on the edge? Knockdown. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Very solid corner kick. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the with a super art connect. Player 1 is in a tight spot right now. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Goes for the super art. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Stuck in the corner, but not going, finds an opening with a jump. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 holding a super art. The super doesn't hit. Quick breather. Just goes for it at this range. Throws them. The low. What are they gonna do? Hits the drive. Takes them up. What's next? Who's gonna take? Oh, the throw connects. There's the counter flatline zone. The real fight starts now. Who connects with the throw? Close that off. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Both sides. Good decision with that throw. Raw super art incoming. Oh, yo! Raw super hit! Solid anti-air. Okay, here we go. The low kick hits. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. The drive impact doesn't work. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the fight. Baits out the low kick. Looking for a hold. Oh, see right through him. A reaction shot. They are done.
How'd I lose?
Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. What's the play here? Perfect air-to-air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Decides to meet them in the air. Does a good job of putting that. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Knockdown. Will that super be the turning point? Projectile to try and change the situation. Okay, creating some space here. Life lead opens up. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Hits them with a stop and pop. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Going in? Denied! Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Comes crashing down on them with some Bushin beats! Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? A quick breather. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Brushes that off and keeps going. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Bushin beats assaults them from the air. No! Critical art now? Still alive? Still alive? Lifeline zone. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned